Hello, students, staff, and families of the Louisville Middle School community. My name is Sarah, and my classmate Brian and I have been working this semester on analyzing the needs of the school and designing features for the schoolyard that are multifunctional and provide opportunities for nature, play, and learning. After looking at the classroom layout, we noticed that there was more art, music, and language-based classes on the southern end of the school. The northern side of the school is where most of the math, science, and writing classes take place. This led to the development of our concept, which is the left and right brain. There is so much diversity and a range of talents among the students, and providing a place where students with a range of abilities can succeed in is our main goal.
From student engagement, we received enormous feedback from questionnaire responses, which allowed us to create various design element cards based on popularity. Through working with them, we've noticed some overlapping patterns of their needs. Some examples include water features, shade, tree houses, which we learned later on that it isn't feasible due to safety policy, climbing structures, more outdoor learning, and green roof, which also isn't feasible due to high cost budget. We then used those to contribute to our programming thought process. The experience working with students and teachers inside the classroom was very fulfilling. From our interview with Erin Moriarty, a faculty at Louisville Middle School, she mentioned that a couple of nearby schools, including Louisville Elementary School, which is not on this map, have students who use them in the morning sometimes. We also heard back from a parent who mentioned how her kids who graduated from the elementary school missed the opportunity to climb, which he used to be able to at Louisville Elementary School. These responses are critical information for us when considering our programming, and learning what the nearby public parks offer also helped us in determining what park structures are lacking and can be built at Louisville Middle School. Our design solutions focus on the west side of campus because students don't have access to Pirates Park during recess, and the football field was just renovated in 2017. We also don't want to overrun the budget with too many design elements and make it less feasible. Understanding the topographic change in this region helped us determine what types of green infrastructure work best in certain areas. On the north side, there's a mildly formed valley where either a bioswale or a rain garden can be very helpful. On the east side, there are existing planting beds there, which can be great potential for rain gardens with connected downspouts. The south region has the lowest elevation suitable for various types of green infrastructure, such as berms. And the east side, where the truck lane area is flatter, is more suitable for either impermeable surface or infiltration trench. Stormwater management strategies also play a big part in ecology. From questionnaire responses, we heard a lot of needs for trees and various plant choices. Having pollinator-friendly gardens, rain gardens, and more variety of trees will be the primary focus in our planting design. From speaking with faculty members and reading questionnaire responses, we learned how students use outdoor spaces. We hope to improve certain areas such as outdoor lunch space, outdoor learning, and outdoor play by placing the elements close to where these activities tend to happen. From parent questionnaires, we learned that there are local artists who do amazing mosaic artwork and can be great resources for beautifying the campus. There could be unique and artistic paving patterns that help guide students to the programmed areas.
We learned a lot from the students when we visited and took their advice into account when we programmed the site. We also applied our left versus right brain concept into the placement of our elements, as the northern end of the site includes outdoor classrooms and a private Zen learning areas. On the south side, we designed an amphitheater that is multifunctional as it can be used for concerts, gatherings, play, learning, and more. This area also will include outdoor play elements and a large seating area for lunch. This master plan goes a bit more in depth as we started to consider form and function. This map is also flipped sideways, so the northern end of the site is on the left and the southern end is on the right. Brian and I were then able to start imagining what these spaces might look like. Here are some section cut views of the south side, where the amphitheater and outdoor play elements are located. Some of these elements include tire swings and a large climbing structure. The second section view is of the bike parking and seating area. We also want to add a monument that represents the school mascot, the Pirates, to represent school pride. This drawing was made before we fully designed the amphitheater, so in reality it will be smaller scale than this sketch appears. As you can see, this area would be great for events, speakers, and could function as a classroom space as well. This drawing shows the climbing structure adjacent to the amphitheater. We also plan on manipulating the landform in another area where we add the tire swings to create mounds so that people can hang out on those, and also add some boulders in the area.
A couple of section cuts here show how classes take place in these Pentagon spaces. This area contains 2 classroom spaces, each of them capable of holding a class of 30 students. One of the 2 Pentagon spaces comes with a chalkboard that can also be used for screen projecting. Behind it is an outdoor study area for students not in class. Here's a perspective view for a closer look at the outdoor classroom space with the chalkboard. There will also be pollinator-friendly plants and trees surrounding the study space as a closer connection to nature and to support the local ecosystem. Here's a view of a koi pond that a few students have suggested, providing the need for a water feature. Studies have shown that when we are near water, we tend to be triggered by an immediate response in our brains to form a deeper biological connection. Thank you all for watching through the presentation of our master plan. If you have further questions or suggestions before we enter our design details, please feel free to contact us via email. Thank you.